If they don't like you, them. If they don't support you, them. If they don't see your value, them.
We live in a world obsessed with validation, with chasing approval, with earning claps and likes and applause. We bend ourselves to fit in. We shrink to be accepted. We water ourselves down to keep the peace. But what if I told you, you don't need any of it to thrive? What if the power isn't in changing their minds, but in letting go? You're not here to beg for space in someone else's story. You're not here to prove yourself to people committed to misunderstanding you. You're not here to convince anyone of your worth. You're here to be you. Fully, unapologetically, powerfully. This is the core of something called the let them theory. Simple mindset, but a radical shift. It says, when people show you who they are, believe them and let them judge, let them doubt, let them walk away. And instead of chasing, choose stillness. Because peace doesn't come from controlling how others see you. It comes from knowing who you are and never needing to explain it. So if they don't believe in you, let them, and keep building anyway, because your story was never theirs to write. So, what exactly is the let them theory? At its heart, it's a simple concept, but don't let that simplicity fool you. It's one of the most freeing mindset shifts you'll ever experience. If someone wants to walk away from your life, let them. If they don't invite you, don't include you. Don't celebrate you, let them. If they criticize you, overlook you, or dismiss your value, them. You see, we spend so much time, so much emotional energy, trying to change people, trying to make them stay, them understand, make them see our worth. But the truth is, you can't force someone to treat you right, and you don't need to. As Mel Robbins, motivational speaker, best-selling author, and one of the most trusted voices in personal growth puts it, freedom begins when you stop chasing and start releasing. The let them theory is not about giving up. It's not passive. It's not cold. It's powerful. It's intentional. It means refusing to lose yourself while trying to hold on to others. It means saying, if you can't meet me where I'm growing, I won't shrink to keep you comfortable. It means trusting that the people who are meant for you will never need to be begged, chased, or convinced. Letting them doesn't mean you don't care. It means you care enough about your own peace, your own path, your own self-worth, to stop gripping what's already gone. So the next time someone leaves you out or lets you down, pause, breathe. And instead of reacting, controlling, or pleading, just let them. Because when you stop trying to manage other people, you finally start managing yourself. And that is where your power begins. Mel Robbins isn't new to the world of transformation. She's been in the trenches, not just studying change, but living it. You might know her as the author of The 5-Second Rule, a global bestseller that's helped millions take control of their habits, their fears, and their lives. But beyond the books, the speeches, and the viral videos, what sets Mel apart is this: she's not preaching from some mountaintop. She speaks from rock bottom, from experience, from the mess, from the rebuilding. Before the success, Mel was a lawyer stuck, overwhelmed, and on the verge of losing everything. Her marriage was hanging by a thread. Her career felt meaningless. Her confidence was gone, and yet, from that lowest point, she found a way out. Not with hype, not with fluff, but with small, honest actions and deep mindset shifts. Her message is clear. You don't need to wait for permission to change your life. Not from your past, not from your parents, not from society, not even from the voice in your head that says, you're not ready. And that's where the let them theory comes in. It's not just advice, it's an emotional permission slip. To stop trying to fix what's not yours to fix. To stop managing other people's opinions, reactions, and decisions. To stop bending yourself into shapes just to be accepted. It's a call to come home to yourself. To trust that letting go doesn't mean you're losing. It means you're finally freeing yourself. Because true growth doesn't come from holding tighter. It comes from finally learning to let them. Let's break down the core ideas of the let them theory, a mindset shift that isn't just helpful. It's transformational. This isn't about giving up or being cold. It's about reclaiming your power, your peace, and your identity by no longer trying to manage the uncontrollable. 1. You can't control others, only your response. We've all been there. You reach out to a friend, and they leave your messages on read. You show up for people, time and time again, and when you need something, silence. Maybe it's a partner who starts pulling away, or a boss who never seems to notice how hard you work. The first instinct is to fix it, chase it, prove yourself. But Mel Robbins reminds us, let people be who they are, not who you want them to be. And instead of reacting from insecurity or fear, yourself in your worth. Because when you stop trying to control others, you get to take full control of yourself. That's where your real power lives. 2. Rejection is redirection. When someone walks away, it's easy to take it personally. You ask yourself, what did I do wrong? Why wasn't I enough? But here's the truth. If someone doesn't choose you, that's not rejection. That's information. The let them theory invites you to reframe those moments. It's not the end of your story. It's a divine edit. It's the universe clearing space for people who do see you, who do value you, who do align with your growth. Rejection stings, but sometimes it's the most honest form of redirection, and often it's protection from the wrong energy. 3. Your peace is more important than their approval. How many times have you sacrificed your peace just to keep someone else comfortable? Just to make sure they weren't upset, disappointed, offended? We've been conditioned to seek approval, to please, to appease, to be liked. But Mel challenges us to ask one simple question: is this worth my peace? If the answer is no, then you already know what to do. Let them think what they want, let them feel what they feel, and you protect your peace like it's sacred, because it is. 4. Boundaries over burnout. Trying to win people over often comes at a cost, and that cost is you, your time, your energy, your emotional well-being. How many times have you over-explained, over-apologized, or over-given just to keep a connection alive? How often do you shrink your truth just to avoid conflict? Mel teaches something revolutionary and yet so simple. The moment you stop overextending yourself is the moment your healing begins. Setting boundaries doesn't mean you're unkind. It means you're finally being kind to yourself. You weren't meant to live in burnout. You were meant to live in balance. 5. Stop chasing closure. We all want answers. Why did they change? Why did they leave? Why didn't they care the way you did? But here's the hard truth. You don't need their explanation to move on. You don't need their permission to heal. Mel says it clearly. Their silence is an answer. Their distance is a decision. And sometimes, that's all the closure you'll get, and all the closure you need. You don't need to solve their puzzle. You don't need to fix their confusion. You just need to walk away with your dignity intact, and your head held high. Final thought. The let them theory isn't a trend, it's a tool for letting go of control, so you can finally hold on to peace, a way of releasing people without resentment, and choosing yourself every single time. So let them judge, let them leave, let them doubt you, and while they do, you grow, you evolve, you heal, you rise, because the people who are meant for you, you won't have to beg for them to stay. So what do you, the listener, the reader, the one standing at the edge of your next chapter, really gain from embracing the let them theory? Let's talk about the transformation that happens when you finally let go of control and lean into trust. 1. Clarity. When you stop chasing people's approval, something powerful happens. Your intuition gets louder. You stop second-guessing yourself. You no longer live in a constant loop of, what did I do wrong? Or, how do I make them stay? Instead, you start listening inward. You start honoring your own voice, the one that was always there, just buried under the noise of people-pleasing. 2. Emotional freedom. Imagine the weight that lifts when you no longer feel responsible for everyone else's opinions. You stop chasing people. You stop performing for love, begging for attention, or shrinking just to be seen. You realize you don't need to prove your worth to anyone, you just need to know it. 3. Confidence. Your confidence doesn't come from being chosen by others. It comes from choosing yourself. When someone doesn't see your value, it no longer breaks you because deep down, you know, your value doesn't decrease based on someone else's inability to recognize it. 4. Inner peace. Drama fades, anxiety lessens. You stop overanalyzing text messages or twisting yourself into knots trying to fix something that was never yours to fix. You reclaim your energy. You protect your peace like it's sacred because it is. 5. A deeper connection with yourself. When you stop bending, shifting, and editing yourself to fit someone else's mold, you finally meet you. Not the version others want. Not the version shaped by fear, but the real you. And from that place of authenticity, you begin to live in full alignment, emotionally, spiritually, and purposefully. Mel Robbins doesn't just give you permission, she gives you a path to live lighter, to live freer, to live empowered. Because the moment you stop trying to hold on to everyone is the moment you truly hold on to yourself. The Let Them theory isn't just a book. It's not just an idea. It's a movement, a quiet revolution happening in the hearts of people who are tired of carrying the weight of everyone else's expectations. It's a wake-up call, one that reminds you, you don't have to grip everything so tightly. You don't have to beg to be understood. You don't have to twist yourself into someone unrecognizable just to be accepted. Sometimes, the most courageous, powerful, freeing thing you can do is let go, so the next time someone questions your worth, the next time they overlook your effort, exclude you from the table, or doubt your path, let them, not out of bitterness, but from a place of deep peace and unshakable self-respect. Because you were never meant to shrink, to fit into someone else's idea of you. You are meant to expand, to grow into the most honest, aligned, powerful version of yourself. And if this message spoke to you, if it cracks something open, even just a little, take a second to like, subscribe, and share your favorite takeaway in the comments below. Because your story, your insight, your words might be exactly what someone else needs to hear today. And if you want more book breakdowns that help you grow and glow, stick around. We're just getting started.